Hi, Julia Watts here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of stamping with some Woodware stamps, and we're also going to be bringing in some papers and some Sentimentally Yours stamps and also a bit of pixie powder. So this is actually a technique which is inspired by Jane Gill, so it's actually almost the same as what Jane's done but using a different product. I love my pixie powders from Cosmic Shimmer, and when I saw Jane stamping with the iridescent watercolour palette, which are the hard watercolour sets, I don't know how to describe them, cakes, that's what they are, in a palette, I thought, oh, I wonder if we can do that with pixies. Yeah, you can. So what we're using is JGS 868, which is Paintable Baubles circles. We're also using JGS 872, which is the Paintable Bauble Leafy fillers, and this one goes in that one perfectly. This one goes in that one perfectly, and this one goes in that one perfectly, and then you've got extra foliage as well, which coordinates with some of the foliage that's actually within the fillers, so you can use that on your backgrounds, or you can use it to enhance your bauble, or use it directly into bauble if you want to. We're also going to be using the Sentimentally Yours Just Saying Festive sentiments, which are out of stock everywhere, but I know a lot of people have got them because they're out of stock everywhere, or they're on their way to them. And we're using Francoise Reed's Snowscape paper pad, 8x8 paper pad, 24 double-sided sheets, 6 designs, 4 sheets of each. So obviously you actually get 12 designs because you've got the front and the back. So you can see from the front you've got blues, 2 different blues. We've got purple, we've got the teal, which is what I'm going to use today. There's the grey, which is ever so useful, and the pink as well. And you have a different design on the front to on the back. Really, really lovely paper pad. These are 150 GSM and acid free, I believe. Yeah, acid free, so you can use them in your memory albums as well. Okay, so as I said, this is just inspired by Jane, so it's nothing new except that it's a different product. And I like to work out if I can do the same technique with a different product, which I can. So we've got a piece of watercolour card here. This is super smooth watercolour card from Sentimentally Yours, and we'll go for, I'm not going to stamp all of the baubles because I've got them stamped already. In fact, yeah, I'm just going to stamp the medium size one. And you do get on this set, you do get snowflakes, which you can use obviously in backgrounds or in your baubles as well. And you get the little bauble topper as well, which you will be using. So we put that on an acrylic circle. If you roll them on like that, then you stand less chance of getting an air bubble in the centre, because you don't want that, because you find that your ink or whatever it is you're using actually sticks to that. In this case it wouldn't matter too much because we're going to colour them in, but anyway, that's what you do. You can roll them on. Obviously you can use your stamping platform, but it's going to be a bit difficult with this technique. So I'm going to use, just so I don't have to clean this mat, I'm going to use one of the painting mats from Indigo Blue. And we're using Teal Wash Pixie Powder. This is the old packaging. I've had mine so long that it's the old packaging. Just going to tap some onto my mat like so. And then I'm going to use quite a wide brush and just take some water and mix it in to make very thin paint. Like so. Got the brush there. And then we're going to take this stamp and just rub it in to the paint. And you can see that the bulb's covered. If you missed a bit, you can see. And then we're going to stamp it like so. And we can go again if you want to. It's a good idea if your stamp's dirty to actually go again Make sure I've got all my areas. It doesn't matter if you've missed a bit. Like so. Obviously that's wet, but it doesn't matter whether it's wet or dry at this point. And then we're going to pop that into some water just to clean it. I am going to use that. Yeah, shall I use it this? Yeah, let's use it this way first of all. Let's do our background because it can be drying. So I'm going to use the teal paper. I just want to add some of that beautiful shimmer to one of Francoise's papers. And I do like the fact that there's this thin strip here, which means that when you tear your paper out, you're not going to destroy any of the paper, which is quite nice. It's also quite good for moving the paint around. You do want it to move around a bit. And then which side should we use? Yeah, let's use the one with joy on it. So we're just going to dip some in, pick some up. Probably could do with being a bit wetter, but it doesn't matter. Just going to add some. It's drying already, which is fantastic. That's going to shimmer beautifully. You see that shimmer? It just adds something to this already wonderful background. So we're going to put that aside to dry. And we are going to come back to this now, because we're going to paint our baubles. Not sure how much is left on here, but we'll see. Not much. So we'll add a little bit extra. Just a little. Not a lot, just a little. Who is it that used to say that? Somebody used to say that. Was it one of the two Ronnies or something like that? Somebody like that, I don't know. Okay. Let's try and move it around this way so I don't get the back side of this all dirty. Then, as Jane did, you can take your brush and actually colour these in. Now, I'm not very good at doing that little line that you have for the light. So it's optional. So I'm not going to do it. What you'll find as well is that the water will reactivate any bits on the edge as well, especially when you work them. Because the pixie powders are highly pigmented, you don't need to do much more than that. Might as well colour the other one while we're here and while we've got some on our mat. So I would stamp all three sizes and colour them all in, and then you do need to leave them to dry and then cut them out. So I've got some that are cut out already. When they dry with a beautiful shimmer. You can see the shimmer starting already, and there's more shimmer on the edges, which is just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Obviously there's a bit of pixie powder left there, so we could go to our background and actually add a little bit more, because we can. Make it very shimmery. I'm just using the edge to move it around a bit so it's not all in one bit. Where haven't I got a lot? I haven't got a lot there. It just makes me very happy. It's nice to go back to products that you haven't used for a while, actually. Like my pixies. Fabulous. Look at that. Look at the shimmer on that. It's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Obviously that's going to wash off under the tap. And then we'll actually do our stamping. So these are actually a bit lighter than the original ones, than these ones. So they're never quite the same twice, even if you do the same technique. Look at the shimmer on that. You see if I can catch it. It's magical. I love my pixies. Right, so we've got three, one of each, and I've cut them out, and some of them have got a little bit of a white edge on them, which is absolutely fine. So I've got pixie all over me. And we're going to go into our stamping platform. And I'm going to use, yeah, let's just use a piece of kitchen roll, because we can. Just to stop them moving around. dokey. We'll pop just a little bit of PVA on the back. And then that'll stick to the kitchen roll, and then we can put our magnets closer to it, like so. So this is just so we can use the cushion underneath. Use that brush before I knock it off and flick it all over the place. And then where's my other stamp set? Oh, so big. Right. So this is the larger one, so we want the larger filler. Okay, so we're going to pop that on our acrylic circle, and I'm going to use Nocturne Versafine Clair, which is a nice intense black. Obviously you can use regular Versafine if you want to. I mean, you could rig up your stamping platform and use your stamping platform, especially as we've got it like this, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to do it with the acrylic circle, because I'm not too worried if it's not 100% perfect, and it probably won't be because I'm going around the camera. Try and line up the edges of the leaves and give it a good old push, because we've got that cushion underneath which helps us. Rocks the camera, of course. There's no way around that, unfortunately. Okay, and then we can peel that off there. Fabulous. Okay, so that's number one. Get a kitchen roll. Then we go down to the medium one. I must admit, when I first saw these stamps, I thought, oh, how are they going to work then? But when I saw Jane's demos, I thought, oh, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And you can do, obviously, do your batch making. You can do cards quite quickly, and you know, quite flat as well for posting. We're just going to make an A6 card, which is a win-win situation, isn't it? So you're not using loads and loads of card. You're not making a big card, so you can keep postage down a bit. On there like so, and this is the medium one. Now the stamps are slightly bigger than the actual baubles, so the decorative stamps are slightly bigger than the bauble, which helps because it means that if you don't line it up perfectly, it doesn't matter, because it's supposed to fall off the edge. So if you're off the edge quite a bit on one side but not on the other side, it does mean that the whole stamp should still be covered. Hope that makes sense. Let's go around this and have a look. Good old press again. Beautiful. We've got a little bit of shimmer going on. That's that one, that's two. Then we're going to go to the smaller one. They all fit on the medium sized acrylic circle, and I think I have got some of the acrylic circles left in stock, which I'll tag on the video. You should be able to see everything I'm using at the bottom of the screen, if you're not in full screen. And the little one. I'm only doing this so that it doesn't move when I'm trying to stamp it. It's not necessary. This is a teeny tiny one. about the noises of the chair. I just need to stand up to stamp so I can see over. At least you haven't got my head in the way. There we go, that's the last one. Perfect. Okie dokie, so that's those 3 stamped. I'm just going to pause for a minute while I tidy up and cut my background out. Okay, so we're back in our stamping platform again, and I've cut my background sheet piece out using Sample's Shabby Basic layered ripped papers, and it's the largest die in the set, which gives you this ripped paper look. And it's great for an A6 card, this die set, and it's never off my desk. I always use it loads. And again, you'll find that on my website. So now we're going to figure out where we want to put the little bauble top. And so I think we're going to have a big one there, and we're going to have the smaller one just there like that, maybe up a bit, and then we can have this one over a bit, there, just so that we can get that string going up, because otherwise I get into all sorts of trouble. Doesn't matter if it overhangs a wee bit, because that kind of gives you flow. That's absolutely fine. Let's have it like that. Right, okay. So I need to be standing up again. And again, we're going to go with Versafine Clair, the Nocturne. It is a solid stamp, so we want to make sure we stamp it properly. So it's going to go about there. Okay, nice. We'll go there like that. And then this one. Might be a bit jaunty. I cannot do straight for the life of me. Doesn't matter, it's all in the fun, isn't it? And maybe we'll have it just about there like that. So obviously if you're going on a 5x7 card, you'll be able to work with a little bit more movement time, whatever you want. So that's not actually overlapping that much at all, is it? Then we're going to bring in a sentiment from our wonderful set here. Not sure how straight I am here. Just going to help me line the sentiment up a bit. So let's see what's going to fit. Well done if you managed to get this. Merry Christmas wishes. Wishing you a Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful Christmas. Let's have that one. Yeah, I think it was, it shocked everyone. I mean, we all loved it. The design team loved the collection. But it did shock everyone that it sold out so quickly. So I think I'm going to have that there like that. And I am going to stamp this with my platform. Let's have our magnets so that move those out the way. Hopefully that's going to be straight. We all hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas, even though it's like 5 months away. Actually, in 5 months' time, it'll be all over with. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think that's good. So the bit that I'm not very good at, but we'll have a go at, is drawing my lines. I normally have them all wonky, you know, and they go off at an angle. And of course they're meant to hang straight, aren't they? So let's do, this is what I do actually, because I go at an angle. Let's do one up like that, because I normally turn it like that. And we could do two, couldn't we? Set it there. It's quite often you thread through two, don't you? Okay. That's better than my last attempt. Right, let's glue all this card together now. Just want to go around the edges here with some Peacock feathers distress ink, because that's what's on my brush. And I want to use a brush rather than an applicator tool. So you can go around with oxide if you want to. Just to give that edge a bit more definition. Because I'm not actually going to mat it onto any black card or any other card. I'm just going to put it directly onto an A6 card blank, which makes it quicker, it makes it lighter, less bulky. Do be careful around where you stamped, because you don't want to smudge it. Okay, that'll do. Just clean up so I don't get this on my white card blank. See the lovely shimmer that's going on from adding that extra pixie powder in the background. And do make sure, this one's got the word joy on it, this background, so do make sure it's up the right way. See, that's wonky. Obviously the cat's just hit it, that's what's happened. Should we put it on the, let's put it on the card blank first. Cats like to play with baubles. See, the other side's beautiful as well. I love this paper pad. I can see me using the whole thing up. I might have to get a second one. I think they have done a rerun actually. So if I do run out of stock, at the moment I can get some more. And there will be, I will do a second video which will show you another way to use your pixie powders with your stamping. My normal way of stamping with pixie powders, not the wet way, the dry way. I'm sure a lot of people know what that's like anyway. But we'll do a video just because we can. And I'll maybe use a different bauble set. Okay, and we do a different colour as well. So now you need to decide which kind of element you want to have coming from the top of your bauble. I think we'll have that leaf there, like so. Give it a good old press. Obviously this is a watercolour card, so what I've got a piece of MDF underneath, and I will pop it underneath there to flatten out. If you want to, you could put a little bit of foam tape. But I'm trying to keep everything flat. So this one, you can hang that way, or you can hang this way. So let's hang it that way with the leaves coming down like so. So I'm over the edge just a little bit, but like I say, I don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. And this is a copy of the layout that Jane did on one of her cards. So thank you, Jane, for the inspiration. And I hope you don't mind me doing a video. I've done one anyway. I love these stamps. Absolutely love them. So we can have that there like that. And there we have it. With a little bit of shimmer going on. Isn't it lovely? Francoise's papers work brilliant with it. Pixie powders work brilliantly with it. Stamps, obviously, you know, fantastic. And a little sentiment down the corner. Oh, there are sentiments within the collection from Jane as well, but on these particular two stamp sets that I've used, which are the Paintable Baubles circles and the Leafy sprigs, there aren't actually any sentiments. Not Leafy sprigs, Bauble Leafy fillers, there aren't any sentiments, so that's why I grabbed it from the Sentimentally Yours Festive, just saying Festive sentiments. So I hope you've enjoyed that. You'll find everything I've used except for the Sentimentally Yours sentiment, which is out of stock and probably won't be back, over on my website juliawattscrafts.co.uk. Do like and subscribe if you're not already on my YouTube channel. Lots and lots of videos, lots of inspiration on there, and lots more to come. And thank you for watching.